Good afternoon, it's Jan from Twink Stamping. I'm an independent UK demonstrator. Today I've come along to do my weekly video. This week I thought I'd try a sketch, and the sketch that I used was one from Mary Fish. You can find it on her website, Mary Fish. Okay, and this is the card that I came up with. Her sketch was this shape with a sentiment here. So I've just added the peaches and the flowers from the gorgeous Sweet as a Peach stamp set. I've made the banner myself. As you can see, I've done one slightly bigger angle than I should have done. But hey ho, I don't care. It's a handmade card. And this is the one I'm going to replicate today. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to need a, excuse me, you're going to need, oh, I have to have a drink. You're going to need a piece of Whisper White, not Whisper White now, basic white cardstock. And you're going to put it in your cutter with the short side at the top, and you're going to cut down at 10.5, and then you're going to turn and score at 14.85. Okay, and that is your card blank. Then you need a piece of the gorgeous papers from the Sweet as a Peach sweet. Let me just check what the actual name of the papers are. You're a Peach Designer Series paper. Some lovely papers. Unfortunately, I can't show you all of them because I've used a few. So let's pull this back a bit. Okay, so there's this one. They are double-sided. So that is lovely. I love these two together. I think I might make a card with those two in a minute. Then you've got the pinky stripes card. Then you've got the stripy, which I've used. And then you've got the bold peach. Not so sure I would be able to use the bold bits. I don't know. Maybe if I see something I quite like. Those two are nice together. Then you've got the green. There's the blue there again. Beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely papers. I've got more actually there than I thought. It's the other papers I was thinking I'd used a lot of, not them ones. Anyway, don't waffle. So, you've got your base card. You are then going to need a piece of DSP that measures 10 by 8 centimetres. A piece of, I've got Balmy Blue, that measures 10 by 10. Piece of white, which measures 9.5 square, 9.5 by 9.5. And then I've got a small piece just to do some stamping on. So first of all, we'll put the card together. First of all, I mat this piece of DSP. You can use either side really, they're both just as pretty, but if you know me, you know I love blue. Blue and yellow are my colours. So there we go. Really pretty. Love blue and love stripes. I hope it's nice weather where you are today. We're having another cracking sunny day again today. Nice and warm outside. I won't be out here too much longer because it gets very warm in my studio. So I have to do things in the morning or very early during the day. Right, what I'm going to do to create my shape, I'm going to measure an inch from this corner, and an inch from this corner, here, and then I'm going to do the same over here. I mean, you could probably do this in your cutter if you wish. I'll be cutting them out with my cutter, but I wanted to show you just in case you didn't have your cutter handy, or is it just an alternative way of doing it? I believe there are dyes out there that does this, but I don't possess anything like it, so this is the way I have made mine. So same again on the white. You're going to measure 1 inch in, an inch down. So it's an absolutely gorgeous day today. I might have to go and sit in the sun with a cup of coffee soon. I'm sure my granddaughter will find something for me to do out there. But it would be quite nice to sit out in the sunshine for half an hour. I didn't manage to get on my aqua aerobics class today, which I was a little bit upset about. I couldn't get in on Monday and I couldn't get in on Tuesday. It's a strange way of having to, well, it's not strange really, I suppose it's the only fair way of doing it, but the way the club works is that when it opens in the morning at 6:30, that is when they release the classes for 3 days in advance. So if you wanted to book a class so what's today? It's Tuesday. If you want to book a class for Friday, which I did this morning, you have to be up at 6:30 in the morning and you need to be online at 6:30, dead on. And you book your class that way. Now, most mornings, I'm there dead on 6:30, and even when I've gone through at 6:30, there's only a couple of spaces left. So heaven knows how these people always get in front of me. I really don't know. I really, really don't know. There must be another way that these people are booking their classes, because I just cannot get them. So anyway, I got up at 6:30, so I'm contradicting myself here. I got up at 6:30 this morning and I did manage to get on a class. So thankfully, I've got one. The one that I go to on a Wednesday is okay, because it normally starts at 12:15. So there's not as many people trying to book those classes as they are the morning one. I mean, I don't really care what time I go, but as long as I can go. Sorry, I've talked right the way through what I was doing then. All I'm doing is cutting off the little triangles that I've drawn, and I'm just lining them up in my cutter as accurately as I possibly can. That moved then. Say, I have managed to get on my Wednesday one, which I love the Wednesday class. It starts at 12:15, but it's a nice class, really nice class. And then I've managed to get on the Friday one. So with a bit of luck, that's all I'll need this week. I could always go for a swim, but it's not quite the same swimming on your own as joining in with a crowd of lovely ladies all doing the same thing. So this may not work out well, but it may. I'm not quite sure why my angle there always goes off, but hey ho. Like I said earlier, it is my handmade card. Move that over a bit. Maybe there's a way, I don't know. But it's like that. Okay? So that is going to sit, this is going to sit on here with a nice border around it. Got a bit of glue there. Oh, what a mess. Where's my rubber? Quick. I must have ink on my fingers because that's gone orangey. The glue's gone orange. But it's okay, the rubber's got it all off. Good, good, good. So this will sit, dear oh Lord, over here, like that. So we'll stick that down. I really don't like the edging that the cutter gives you. Where's my bone folder? What I tend to do is just run down the edges with my bone folder. And then I can choose which side I want. Okay, that's the one. So I'm going to put on some glue. You can use whatever glue you like. Look, got to get it straight. It's going to be bad enough. That looks fairly straight to me. Okay, so that's your base of your card. Put that to one side. With this, I am now going to stamp the sentiment across the front here. I'm going to use pale papaya for that. This set is absolutely gorgeous. I never thought I would be buying it. I've seen loads and loads of things done with this. Funny enough, they're all quite similar to each other. I suppose there's only so much you can do. But I just thought this would be perfect set for today's card. Pop the sentiment there. You know what I've done? I've done it in the light instead of the dark, so I'm going to turn that over. Silly me. I mean, it would probably be okay in the light, but I actually wanted it in the dark, so it's going to go in the dark. There we go. You'll make mistakes, don't we, ladies? Been having a bit of a laugh with my class ladies just recently. How we've all made mistakes. We wouldn't be human, would we? We didn't make mistakes. It's been lovely being back with my classes again. My classes are very much smaller than they would normally be due to COVID, but at least we're able to get together in my studio, which is lovely. Really enjoyed it. Okay, I'm going to ink up the leaves now. Now when you stamp this, you think, oh my goodness, I've stamped it wrong. I've left some gaps. There's this. You haven't. It is the stamp. I'm going to try and get as close to that corner as I can. I suppose if you wanted to, you could carry the line on and go off the page, but I'm not bothered. See, it looks all patchy. Well, it's meant to look like that. Trust me, it's meant to look like that. Okay, I used Pear Pizzazz for that because that is the matching colour on the sweet. Whenever you get a pack of DSP, it will always give you the colours that are used in the pack. So you see there's Balmy Blue, so I've chose Balmy Blue. Calypso Coral I'm using for the sentiment. Pale Papaya, which is the colour I'm using, Pear Pizzazz. And of course, basic white, Whisper White, but Pear Pizzazz is the green I'm using. I say, on the back of every pack, you will always find the colours that coordinate with each other in that set. So now I've got my peaches. I'm going to ink them up. One little tip I saw from Heather Thomas was to use a dauber. Sorry, I was off screen. Use a dauber on, I've got Calypso Coral here. One I've just used my inking, honestly. The one I was using for my sentiment. So all I'm going to do is just pop a little bit on here to give it some colour when you stamp it. It will have both the colours. Fabulous tip. Thank you, Heather. Now, on this stamp set, on these peaches have some little notches on them. I don't know if you can see them. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. Now, they actually line up with your branches. That is where the peach is going to sit. They're going to line up with the top one there, the top one there, and this one, hopefully. Now I've got to stand right over the top of this to be able to work it out. I have to do a little bit of moving around. I think I've gone round twice now, so I've got a feeling it's like that. It is. So I'm going to try and line it up. How successful I am is right. I can't quite see, but I'm going there. It is quite tricky for me, because the camera's in the way, to look directly over. But that's not a bad effort. That is not a bad effort. And look at the way that Calypso Coral and the Pale Papaya mixed together, give that beautiful, beautiful look. So that is the flowers, the peaches. I'm now going to stamp some flowers, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to ink up my stamp. And I'm going to use my little dauber. Sorry, I've not used. My desk is lovely and clean. I've just started classes again, so my desk is beautifully tidy. Well, not right this second, but it is really tidy, so I'm able just to put out the stuff that I'm using today, which is fabulous. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, rather than having 50,000 things out on my desk, I've only actually got what I'm working with today, which is great. Now, there's a tiny little flower. I'm going to show you this stamp set. Sweet as a Peach. And we're just going to use this one to go inside the middle of the flowers. But I mean, it's got quite a few nice sayings on it. It's lovely. I love the font for here. I love it all. I really do love this one. Don't normally buy things that are fruity, if you know what I mean. A lot of people purchase the strawberry one. I was going to, but I thought, not sure. But this one, once I'd seen loads of people using it, as I say, I've seen so many projects now with these on. So they've got some beautiful colours. This is the centre of my flower. Be very gentle with it. And then you'll actually see all the little details of the stamp. Beautiful. It makes the flowers pop. So I think I've finished with the Calypso Coral. I've finished with the Pear Pizzazz. The last thing to stamp on to my actual bit of card here is the 3 little flowers here. So I'm going to use those just to randomly pop some onto the card. Just 3 lots to do. Oh, it's a bit like a square, isn't it? Oh, well, never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. A bit uniform. Right. I'm going to sit down for a couple of minutes while I'm cutting. We were talking about this yesterday. You know, when you stand and when you sit for your crafting. You know, I tend to stand a lot when I'm crafting. I can't, I certainly can't do cutting while I'm seated with the cutter, nor can I use the machines when I'm seated. Really, the only time I do is when I'm cutting out, fussy cutting. Oops. All you can hear on us these days is the sound of the old mowers going and the birds singing. It's heaven, absolute heaven. Far cry from what it was like a couple of weeks ago when all it kept doing was raining and hail, unbelievably, in the middle of, or in late May. All that's behind us now. I hope that is the sound of a mower and not the sound of a wasp in here somewhere. Otherwise I shall be ending this video quite abruptly. I'm not a lover of... I hope I was in the video then when I was cutting out. I apologise if I wasn't. I'm afraid I don't edit my videos. I was talking to some ladies the other day. I don't edit my videos. I haven't got time for one. And 2, you see me as I am. You see my mistakes. I'm not perfect. I don't profess to be perfect at all. And sometimes if you make a mistake, it's nice to see how things are rectified. So, anyway, stop waffling. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick this down first before I pop my flowers on, because that shall be the last but one things I'll be doing. First of all, it's the Winker Stella, of course. Just going to give my peach a bit of colour. This does make it more vibrant. It really does. The colours seem to pop when I add my Winker Stella. That's why I'm always using it. There we go. That's all done. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. Love those peaches. Look at them. Gorgeous. Right, I'm just going to pop some glue on the back of this one. See, it didn't matter that I'd made that mistake. No one's going to see it, are they? Now I've got to be careful how we do this. It's going to go on as it goes on. There we are. Beautiful. So now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop some flowers onto where the peaches are. Whether they belong there or not, I don't know. I don't care. That's what I'm going to be doing. I sound like a rebel, don't I, when I say that? Sorry. I don't think I was like that as a child. I don't think I'd have got away with it, to be honest, if I'd spoke like that. So all these products are in the current catalogue. If you don't have a demonstrator and you're in the UK and you'd like a catalogue, I'd be quite happy to send you one. There we go. And that is it. That is it. And not a gem in sight. I don't think it needs gems today. But there you go. That is today's card. As I say, it was a sketch by Mary Fish. And I've used the Sweet as a Peach stamp set and the, keep forgetting it, You're a Peach Designer Series paper. And my favourite colours, obviously, the balmy blue. Beautiful, really beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video today. And I do hope that you'll stop by again. If you've liked what you've seen, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see what else I get up to. But that's it. I hope you all have a lovely day, a lovely week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye now.